So 2 days ago when I was driving, I heard a clutch squeak and I knew that it was not from my pedal. So the another source of the clutch squeak can only be the slave cylinder. I have already means I keep on greasing the clutch pedal, so it was not possible. The only source was slave cylinder. So now today we are going to look at how to fix a clutch squeak which is not from your pedal and is actually from the engine compartment, or to be specific, from the slave cylinder. So we have already removed the engine cover, and the location of the slave cylinder is down there on the transmission, on the top side of the transmission, and we need to remove the airbox, battery and everything else in the way to reach the clutch slave cylinder. So I guess the all of the process of removing the airbox and the batteries in the transmission mount video. I'll link the video in the top right corner. You can have a look at the process how to remove that. So airbox and battery out of the way. Now we need to remove the battery tray as well. Battery tray has 3 bolts, 1 2 and 3. So we remove this and then I'll show you. So now we have access to the slave cylinder, just under your shifter. This is the slave cylinder, but while we are opening the slave cylinder, we have to keep in mind that there is a hard pipe, this metal pipe, which connects to the soft pipe, which can be flexed a little, and there is a clamp. So before pulling that slave cylinder completely out, we just have to keep this hard pipe in mind as well to slide it out of the grommet. So finally we have our clutch slave cylinder out. As you can see, there is a hemispherical shape, yeah, much more visible now, hemispherical shape. This pushes the clutch throughout bearing fork, which also have a hemispherical indentation inside, so they both rub against each other, and when they get dried out, the clutch squeak starts. So what we essentially need to do is we need to lubricate this plunger, and while this slave cylinder is out, it's best not to mess with the clutch pedal, or there are chances that the plunger will come out completely with the slave cylinder piston. So the best type of grease for this is dry grease or graphite grease if possible, but if you don't have dry grease or graphite grease, you can use the normal petroleum grease as well. Okay, I'll try to show you the indentation of the clutch fork. So here it is, the indentation. You need to loop this point. That's it. That's where your squeak is coming from. So just a little, not too much. Grease the inner indentation as well. So this was the reason of our Squeak, the slave cylinder plunger actually. So we just have to place everything back on its position in the reverse manner and we are done.